Tell me about your character in the film.
I play a woman named Elle Reed, who's a poet. She's an academic. She was kind of celebrated in the early years of the second feminist movement.
Okay.
And then it sort of tapered off a bit, but I know these women very well. And I sort of played a woman like that in Admission. She was an academic also,
Right.
although she was better off than Elle. And
Well, and speaking about Admission, you also worked with Matt Wolf and with Paul. So how was that working with them?
It was great. I mean, I met Paul. I adored him. His mother is Susan Kohner. I was totally delighted by that because when Susan Kohner did Imitation of Life with Lana Turner and Sandra Dee, and she played a mixed race girl who's the daughter of Juanita Hill, who is this is all news to you. She played the daughter of Juanita Hill, who died recently, who was Lana Turner's housekeeper, but she grew up in the house with Sandra Dee, and so she wanted to pass as white. This was in the late 50s, when that would be very common. I mean, a girl who could pass. She might want to pass for white. And my mother, who was so looking forward to this movie, we went to the movie house and my mother sat down. She said, "There's Nat."
So good to see you. You're so
So
amazing.
good to see you. And my mother said, "This movie's going to be so good." And she opened her purse and she had 3 washcloths inside. Prepared to cry at the movie.
Okay.
And she used every one of them. And I couldn't wait to tell Susan Kohner about that story. I'd waited all my life to tell. At first I told Paul, when I met with Paul about the movie, I said, I always ask people, like, who is your mother? What did your father do? And stuff like that. I just am interested. And I said, who is your mother? And he said, well, she's Susan Kohner. She was an actress. And Susan Kohner. I mean, I knew who Susan Kohner was like mad. And I told him that story about my mother's washcloths. And then I met Susan Kohner on the set, and I told her about my mother's washcloths.
And just one last question. You also work with Lisa Kudrow in web therapy. So how is that? And also, do you feel that comedy is taking any change with the web being so accessible to everyone nowadays?
No, I don't understand a word you said.
I'm sorry, I speak very fast. I'm sorry.
17. She talks fast.
17.
And she talks fast.
I'm sorry.
I told her a story that has no bearing on her life.
Oh, I don't usually have
She's going to
I'm good.
I love that movie.
Okay. All right. Let's do this again.
Okay, tell me again.
Okay,
Tell me about Chicago.
Yes, Chicago. You work with Lisa Kudrow in web therapy. So how is that?
I love that.
Okay.
Are we going to do another season?
Yeah, sure. Are you?
I hope so. I don't know. Well, she's doing comeback now. So.
Okay. And do you feel, because you're also working
I've
in
done
web...
4 years of it.
Sorry.
That means 4 weeks.
Okay, yeah, to me. And do you feel that the comedy is taking a change because now the internet is so accessible to everyone? Do you feel like it's easier to be to work with comedy?
Easier to do comedy on
Yes.
Webbies or web shows,
Yes.
websites. So
Thank you for translating that. Yes.
I think it's maybe. No, I think it's the medium of the future in some way. I mean, certainly. I mean, or it's the medium of the present. I think it's fun to do because you do it on the. You do it. Well, we did this movie in 19 days, but I think kids work faster. I think they think faster. I think they just want to get it done, get it out, make something new, go on, move on, think about it, move up, do it. And I'm up for doing it.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you again.